Hi Suzanne, my name is Morgan and I'm going to be walking you through this session today. Before we begin, I have some information for you and I'm going to read it to make sure that I cover everything. You probably already have a good idea of why I asked you to be here, but let me go over it again briefly. We're asking people to try using instructions of a repair wiki that we're working on so we can see whether it works as intended. The session should be about an hour. The first thing I want to make clear right away is that we're testing the instructions, not you. You can't do anything wrong here. In fact, this is probably the one place today where you don't have to worry about making mistakes. As you use the instructions, I'm going to ask you as much as possible to try to think out loud, to say what you're looking at and what you're trying to do and what you're thinking. This will be a big help to us. Also, please don't worry that you're going to hurt our feelings. We're doing this to improve the instructions, so we need to hear your honest reactions. If you have any questions as we go along, just ask them. I may not be able to answer them right away since we're interested in how people do when they don't have someone sitting next to them to help, but if you still have any questions when we're done, I'll try to answer them as much as I can. And if you need to take a break at any point, just let me know. Do you have any questions so far?
I do not.
Okay, so before we look at the instructions, I'd like to ask you a few quick questions. First, what's your occupation?
Administrative work in the insurance field.
What do you do all day?
Sit at a computer.
Now, roughly, how many, just the ballpark estimate, electronic devices would you say you use each day, including computers, cell phones, TVs, radios, locks, household appliances, etc.?
About 8 a day.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being very likely and 1 not at all, how likely are you to repair your electronic devices?
Not likely.
So 1.
1.
Okay, great. We're done with the questions and we can start looking at things. Thanks. Now I'm going to ask you to try to use instructions, disassemble and reassemble a device as though you were going to replace a part. I have a set of tools for you to use. Please try to use only these tools. And there's a towel, plumber's tape, and wrench. Okay. Go ahead and read the instructions and get started.
Step 1, shut off the water supply valves. Okay. Step 2, unscrew hose from the faucet. Step 3, unscrew hose from washer. Step 4, apply plumber's tape to the faucet. Step 5, reconnect hose to the washer. Step 6, reconnect hose to the faucet with the plumber's tape. Turn on the water flow is step 7. Nothing is leaking.
Thanks, that was very helpful. Do you have any questions or comments for me now that we're done?
I do not.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.